I'd say the friends that I can like laugh with the most and just be happy with the most.
People are very different, and being friends with a lot of different people can sometimes be a bit hard to manage because you have to constantly like manage friend group.
Good friendships sometimes or often maybe challenge you as well, and friends who are loyal, who care about you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to voiceofaroha. Today we have a topic called friendship, and just gonna ask you guys a few questions. What do you guys think is the meaning of friendship?
For me, friendship is like family. Like I consider all my friends my family.
Okay, what about you, Sarah? Do you have anything to add?
I think friendship is a comfortable connection that you have with someone, or you will be like yourself, truly yourself with these people, and just be happy and just enjoying whatever you do with them. Even if you're not doing anything, just sitting down in silence, you'll be just happy having them with you. I think that's what friends are for me.
Okay, what about you, Rata?
I really like that answer, Sahara, in terms of people you feel comfortable and safe with, and like especially the sitting in silence thing is really good. When you know you can sit in silence with someone, it's cool. But also, I guess in some ways as well, like as I've had like, and probably you guys can relate, like longer friendships, it's also kind of a commitment as well, and especially you commit to being friends with someone even when you guys might change, or the thing that initially connected you together, like I know, say you were initially connected over a hobby, you might not have that hobby anymore in like 10 years time, but if you kind of just love that person, you commit to, I'm your friend, I'm here for you no matter what, then it might be, then it's kind of a commitment to them and just loving them and growing and learning together as life goes on, and sometimes you challenge each other and all sorts of things, so it can be a lot of things. That's what I think friendship.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I feel like having friends is definitely not like a stagnant thing. It's like definitely something that changes. Like it fluctuates too. Like that's how we are as people, right? We grow and then we change into different people, and we also like try to grasp different things. And sometimes like that's kind of what makes us like kind of separate and stuff like that, right? But again, this brings me to a question like, what type of friends make you guys feel like you just want to be there for them forever? Like, what type of friends is it for you guys?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think there is lots of type of friends that in life, like I have friends that I enjoy going outside to go like just laugh and like joke a lot, and do fun things. And some friends I have, like we just sit down, we chat about very serious things and go so deeply in conversation. And some friends, they would just like to maybe study with, or just be like helping each other doing things. And some friends that is not using, some friends they like this. If you needed help, you think that the only people they can help you, and then there where you go to them and this is my friend, they can help, Yes, and you help back as well. So I think this is how.
So like for you, it's like different types of friends just like help you grow to be a better person. Is that what you're trying to say? Because I feel like that's what I'm getting.
Yes. Yeah. It's just that different personalities in your life, like how the people have different personalities, and every person you enjoy something differently, for example. And you can't be like having fun, for example, like doing activities that take lots of energy to do it with someone who doesn't like to move much, or doesn't like to for example run or do the physical activities. You go with someone very active, right, to enjoy that. But when with someone is the opposite, you will just go and relax and chill, talk and have the conversation. So it depends on the personality, actually.
What about you, Rata? Have anything to add?
I think so hard, like said a lot, but I guess it reminds me as well, like how Anushka said of like your friends are like family, or they can be to a lot of people, and to you obviously, and like in the same way, like you'll get on with your family members in different ways, where it's like, you love all your family, like generally, but you might like have a really good connection with your mum, of you like playing board games with your mum versus you like chatting to your brother, or like you might connect with them in different ways, but they're still all people you care about, but it's just the ways in which you connect and like care about each other is different. But Yeah. What do you guys think?
Wait, sorry, what was the question again?
The question was, like, what type of friends do you like interact with or like just be with the most?
I'd say the friends that I can like laugh with the most and just be happy with the most. Yeah, because they're just always there for you and they know you the best as well.
Yeah, that's true. I do think like to be with people that are positive and to be with people that helps you grow is much better than being with someone that is full of envy and such.
Yeah.
And because I have been like with friends that are quite, jealous, and they seem to be always gossiping about other people. And I feel like a lot of you have been through friends with those type of like mindset, right? Can I ask you guys, like, how do you guys deal with people that might bring your spirit down? Do you guys have like any advice to people out there, perhaps, like if they face some type of like people that drain them and such like that? Do you guys have anything that could like uplift them? Any tips and such?
Well, I mean, it depends on, like, for me at least, and if there's someone you really care about and you want to stay being friends with, like, that's different to if it's just someone you just randomly met and they're kind of not very nice and they bring you down. I would say maybe don't hang out with them if they're not adding to your life and you don't feel like you can add to their life. But for other people who might be a bit down and they might make you down sometimes even when you hang out, at least for me, sometimes what I do is I just try and be myself and know that it's not up to me to fix anyone or try and make them happy or control them to be a certain way, because you can't. But if you can, then just try and include them and just be like, if you meet up with a friend who is a bit down or depressed or is low energy, maybe just talk about what's going on in your life and then invite them to an activity maybe that you can do mutually together, and it might then you're kind of creating more positivity in their life, even if they don't necessarily have any to give to you. It might be a season where it's more up to you to give to them, kind of thing. That's my thoughts at the moment.
No, I completely agree with you, because this also like opened up open up a thought for me that people are different. Yes, that's true. Some people are more quieter than others, and I feel like sometimes we could misinterpret them. Do you have anything to add, you two?
Yeah, sometimes like friendships are just not worth it. I'd say the ones that bring you down a lot, like it's just best to be distant and not talk to them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with Anishka. Like, just if something that doesn't feel right to me, I'll just ignore it and just focus on myself, as I don't have energy to spend it like on that. So I always look after myself. If I think I can't change anyone, that's what. I can't change anyone. If like just to get to feel safe that no one is hurting me and get this barrier.
Yeah.
And so. But after that, the ignorance might turn to fix things sometimes, because when people is just not approaching you with bad things, they might that doesn't work, so I will try to not do this. So they try different way to interact with you, and they will learn how to interact with you, and you're not accepting the negative thoughts or not whatever negative energy from them. So I think that's how I deal with that.
Yeah.
How about you?
For me, like, I also do a similar thing. I also try and like make barriers, but like something that's not too sudden, because I know that not everyone can take things like that are very sudden. Sometimes people can't deal with getting cut off out of nowhere, and I have to admit I have made that mistake in my life, which I wouldn't really wish that would happen on anyone. People deserve explanation, and that isn't just with relationships, families, but it's also very valuable in friendships. I value honesty, communication, and truth. So if there is definitely a conflict that is bugging me, and like in this friendship, like I would definitely try my best to communicate it, because I'm very sure that things can be fixed through that. And I think I just had like this thought again, seeing how you guys deal with like these things, I can see that you guys have values with like your friendships, like the things you believe in, like that should be in a friendship. So can I ask you guys, what do you value in a friendship?
Oh, that's a very good question. I really value that no matter how long distance we from our friends, and how we don't, like, every day, it's not necessarily that every day we talk to each other. Maybe we talk once a month, but every time we talk, it's just the same way as we are always together. It's just like not getting this distance because of we've been far away from each other, we're not seeing each other, we're not talking much, but it's still the same. It feels the same. I can share everything. I can be myself always with this person. I think I value that a lot, and I have some friends. They quite the same, this type. Like, but yes, and that's what I love. That no matter how busy I got, I'm not worried about this person will get upset because I didn't call or I didn't talk for a while. They just excuse me whatever I do. And then even if we argue, or even if we don't agree the same things, but we still have the good connection always, and we might take a break of each other if we get overwhelmed, but after that we will be like all good together and as nothing happened. I value that.
That's really nice.
Yes.
I do think that as we get older, as we become more mature, we definitely have a lot of things going on in our lives, right? And I think respecting each other's time and space is definitely such a valuable thing, and that's great to have in your value and within your friendships. It's always really good to have boundaries and understanding and such. What about you, Rata?
I think amazing summary there of like the respect for each other's time and space, and yeah, it was so beautiful hearing like the uplifting, positive, like description of what friendship can be and what it should be. I definitely feel a lot of that. I'd probably add to that, or maybe summarize it in slightly different words. I think for me that I'd kind of call that loyalty of like the loyalty of I'm your friend and I'm not just going to leave you for no reason, and also having people around you who I would say it's where loyalty, love, and so people who, for love, I'd say people who care about you and want what's best for you. And they might have different perspectives on what that is or how whatever, but it means they see you where you are and they love you where you are, even if you're not perfect, because no one's perfect. But they always want what's best for you, no matter how your life changes, no matter how you change, no matter how your friendship changes, you just keep going, and they just always want you to be the best version of yourself and keep improving. And when you can do that together, that's a really beautiful thing. And similar to what you said.
Absolutely. It's like that's like the dream friendship, isn't it? Just having someone there for you all the time. What about you, Nishka? Do you have anything that's similar to that, or do you have your own opinion?
I'd say like honesty is pretty good. It's good to be honest, but I feel like if a friend is being honest with you, they want the best for you. So, yeah.
I feel like sometimes being honest can also mean that it could come out a bit mean. But again, that is what the cost of friendship is sometimes, isn't it? And even with our own family members, sometimes we argue, right? We argue and we debate and such. And I think if the closer you get to someone, I think that's just bound to happen.
Yeah, I think that's just remind me of a question that's good to ask now about do you think setting boundaries will reduce your friends' amount? You will get people
hard questions.
When you set boundaries, some of them, they will not be your friends anymore because they're not accepting those boundaries. What do you think about this?
I'd say it's the classic saying of quality over quantity. It's the classic saying of that. Practically, sometimes the amount of friends you have really just kind of reflects who you are sometimes, because people are very different, and being friends with a lot of different people can sometimes be a bit hard to manage, because you have to constantly like manage friend group A, B, C, D, and so on. But then once you like actually create boundaries, you would get like maybe just one friend group even, but then they would be the ones that are actually willing to fight for you and willing to be there for you till the end. So setting boundaries, I think it's very worth it. I think it's really worth it.
Yeah, I think it's also from my experience, I just feel it's a little bit sad that we're losing. I just feel in a stage of my life, I lost lots of friends because I just started doing like, I have boundaries now. I don't like this, and I don't want this, and then people doesn't accept this. So yeah, so you at the end you left with like very little amount of friends that, and you feel lonely sometimes because you're really having this strong boundaries, just for your own comfort and to feel safe and to feel like having a peaceful life. That's what makes you lose people, right? But I think it worth it. Yeah, but it's a little bit sad. Yeah, but you used to it after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything to add on to what Sahara asked?
No.
I think sometimes, like, two thoughts, I guess. Firstly, I guess for your one, Ata, like, amazing summary of quality over quantity. I really agree with that. And also think, like, good friendships sometimes or often maybe challenge you as well, and friends who are loyal, who care about you, you might say a new boundary of like, oh, I don't want you to talk to me at these times of night, or I don't know, maybe not talk to me in this way, and maybe you find that hard and you might be like, oh, I don't get that. But a good friendship might make you like think about that and maybe want to change. You go, oh well, I care about Sahar, so even if I have this opinion and it disagrees with what she wants, because I ultimately care about her or our friendship, I want to respect that, and so then you might change. And so I think a good friend will do that, and so I think it's quite cool actually. It's like a good opportunity to find out. And that's, I guess, my second point is sometimes those hard circumstances where friends do leave you, sometimes that can be really good because it means the people who stay, you see, oh my gosh, they're real friends who actually are worth so much to me, and I could take or leave hundreds of people because I know that these people in my life are the ones who I really want and value for forever. So sometimes that can be a gift as well in disguise, even though it's very, very, very hard. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Have you guys ever lost friends or?
Oh yes, definitely I have. I think I went through something that Sahar did too. I've lost so many friends throughout my childhood because of my lifestyle especially. But again, at the same time, it has taught me so many lessons during my lifetime, and it also like gave me a new perspective and also a new idea of what I want in a friend. And sometimes what we want in a friend develops after all those hardships. Sometimes we know what we want after something that terrible just happened, like rejection and such. Sometimes we know what we want after those occurrences. I feel like, yeah, it's just taught me a lot of things.
It's a really cool point.
Yeah, what about you guys?
I'd say I didn't really like lose any friends. We just grew apart. So, yeah.
Do you have any lessons like from growing apart with friends, or was it still difficult? Or
It's still difficult to like understand, but like it gets better. So, yeah.
What about you, Sahar?
I got lost. What the question was?
The question was, wait, you did say that you have lost friends, right?
Yes,
Okay. I do have a question in mind since you've answered that like ages ago.
Yes, that's right.
What are some of the qualities that you look in within a friend? Because I did say earlier, like when you lose a friend or grow apart, sometimes it teaches you like what you want within a friend. So what qualities do you guys find in a friend that you want?
Nice question.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
That's right. I can start first.
Yes.
Some of the qualities that I really want, well, not really want, because I already have it. So my friends are very amazing right now. But the things that they've taught me and stuff is that they're very honest and they're inspiring and they're not full of envy. They will always help you to like grow no matter what circumstance it is. But I think that's the quality of friends that I'm looking for. What about you guys?
I think in friends, I'm looking for non-judgmental friends, and also I forgot what was it? Honest friends, and they don't judge you for because they don't agree with you, and also open friend. They're not like so it's hard to explain this, but yes, it's just like they don't have strict mind that they stuck to it, and then that's how the personality should be when you're with them. And friends that doesn't change you the way you are because you are with them. Yes, and feeling comfortable with them. That's the friends. And
All right, that's actually really amazing. I've heard
It's like that was quite an exhaustive
yeah,
one,
like
so
so
that was
many
good.
amazing
You're like-
opinions I've heard from
Yeah.
you guys. I have like last questions that you guys can give to the audience. Like, what tips would you give the audience when they like try to find friends, or like try to make friends? What kind of like simple tips can you guys give to our audience?
Yes, that's so nice.
I could start this.
Mm-hmm.
I asked my grandmother this when I was quite young and when I was struggling to make friends, and she said, Rata, if you want to make friends, then you need to be a good friend. And so basically, just my advice is just be kind to people, just be caring, just be loving, and just find ways to help other people feel accepted and belonging, and just be loving. And then you very quickly will surround yourself with people who are similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that's really true. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
For me, definitely, like what Rata said, because my parents also said something similar. But if you want people to be kind to you, it has to start from you too first. So be kind and be inclusive and always be open to others. What about you, Anishka?
Just be yourself. Yeah.
What about you, Sarah?
Yeah,
Last one.
I agree what you guys shared about like to be yourself and to treat people how you want to be treated.
Mhm.
And then the friendship comes after, it takes time to get the quality friendship.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't force it, and it just comes
Mhm.
by itself.
Well, that was such an amazing talk that I just had with you guys about friendships. And I do think that, especially with our audience, they're young and they also, like, I feel like friendships is a very, like, complicated yet such a common thing that we will all experience. So I hope that you all enjoyed our podcast for today and our team talk, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.